And one of the most enigmatic characters in the sport, won gold at the Sydney Olympics, really needs to impress after some really disappointing nights. Faces Martin Rogan, the Belfast taxi driver, won the first of our prize fighter knockout competitions and walked away with £25,000. We can join this from the start.
Fascinating clash of the big boys here at the XL. The underachieving, frustrating but huge southpaw Audley Harrison. 37 now still to live up to expectations against the hardened and aggressive prize fighter champion Martin Rogan. And Rogan could make this very interesting if he engages in toe-to-toe warfare with Harrison, makes him fight.
Well, that's what Rogan should be doing, taking the fight to Harrison. But Harrison does have good skills if he can get to use them.
Yep, an excellent amateur. And he's got a big height and reach advantages here. Technically, should be a league or two above Rogan. And he just walks into one there, the taxi driver from Belfast.
Well, Rogan can't be too long on the outside. That's where Harrison can use that huge, long southpaw jab. Rogan has to get past that jab, get inside and make life rough for Audley Harrison.
He is unbeaten, Martin Rogan, in 10 with 5 knockouts. But he's not fought in the same class and hasn't got the experience and knowledge that Harrison has.
Rogan's trying to throw the big right hand over the top.
He's getting in close, leaning on Harrison. That's where he wants it. Work his body. Harrison waits. And that's been a criticism. Lackluster so often.
Well, it's Harrison that's spoiling inside and holding on. Rogan trying to work, trying to get close to Harrison. But Harrison's got the center of the ring.
6'5" almost and 17 stone 10. The perfect physique for a heavyweight. Lands a left hand. A right smile from Rogan, who showed such a chin and heart, driving his way to the £25,000 cash prize and trophy and prize fighter in April. But this is different. He's in with a classy operator in Audley Harrison. Whatever the critics say, there is talent.
Still Harrison not really throwing punches, just sticking that jab out. Looking a little bit stiff, Harrison.
Harrison slow back to his corner.
Give it away.
Tell Torrance, who looks after him.
Very good.
Buddy McGurn also offers assistance. Trains in Las Vegas, Audley Harrison. And he keeps telling us he will become a world champion.
Well, it was Rogan that tried to make the play in the opening round, landing with a right. Gets through with his own left hand there, Harrison. He got the center of the ring, just didn't do enough work, Audley Harrison.
You can't split the holding.
Already, a word from Ian John Lewis, the referee, don't spoil it by holding. Well, the pressure's on Audley Harrison in the black trunks and black boots here at the XL. He keeps boasting and telling us that he will keep coming back and defy the critics. Even at 37, this is his 27th fight, and he just hasn't lit up the heavyweight scene. Now's the opportunity against the unbeaten Martin Rogan, whose style should play into Harrison's hands with the countering attacks, Glenn.
Yes, it should do, but Rogan is managing to move his head quite a bit, not allowing to be a standing toy. Walked onto a good left from Harrison there, though.
Yeah, quick shot and solid jabs from Audley Harrison. That's better. Putting the punches together well, and the uppercut gets in, and Rogan's got to just hold on. The danger shot from Harrison.
Yeah, but Harrison looking more focused, isn't he? Looking more intent on landing shots.
Left uppercut, and that hurt Rogan. And again, this is only the 32nd round of Rogan's professional career. He's cut as well, just underneath the right eye. These uppercuts are doing the damage. Audley Harrison feels like he may have found the answer already.
Now he's starting to unload Harrison, and this is a lot better than we've seen recently from Audley Harrison.
Doubles the uppercut up, brave from Rogan, who's trained so very hard for this. Former Olympic champion and a double ABA winner, Audley Harrison. You see, technically, he's always had something. That's the annoying thing.
Yeah, it looks like he's come to prove a point. Harrison thought he was unfairly criticised in his win over George Arias, and wants to put the record straight and do a bit of a job here on the prizefighter winner, Martin Rogan.
Yeah, the fans were on his case, weren't they, booing at the MEN in Manchester. Maybe a touch harshly at the beginning, blinking. Martin Rogan got a problem with that right eye, blood to the nose as well.
Well, this is where we'll see what the grit and determination of Rogan is really like when he's up against it with someone of the quality of Audley Harrison.
Only 16-8 Rogan, giving away so much. He was the Irish amateur champion, but the pedigree and the strength and the talent is with Audley Harrison.
Harrison waiting for the uppercut with the left hand. Looks a little more tentative, doesn't he, Rogan?
Yeah, he was hurt in that round, which was a big one for Audley Harrison. Swung it back round in the second. Here's the third. Heavyweight match. And it's all out there for Audley Harrison, whose promoter Frank Warren, a long-time critic, now believes he can get him opportunities in the new year. European and maybe even world chances if he can make that statement against Rogan. But here comes the Irishman trying to do that. Take the battle to Harrison.
Well, Rogan, it was the right tactics from Eamon McGee. Go in there and rough him up. Be tough, and that's what he's gonna try and do.
It's the round that Michael Sprott caught up with Audley Harrison with that huge shot. And there were plenty of critics who thought that was the end of Harrison in February 2007. But to be fair, he's knuckled down and he still wants to be a real success. Does he have the heart? Does he have everything in his arsenal to become that, though, Glenn?
Well, he was hurt with a little right hand. I think Audley there, he's just froze a bit, and he's looking to hold. This is where Rogan needs to work, needs to try and get the uppercut going inside and let the shots go.
Work on him, son.
5 knockouts on the Rogan slate. The Irishman who bulldozed David Dolan, who was a good amateur himself in the final of Prize Fighter. Just wanted it so much that night. Nothing would deny him. Could it come down to this here?
He can't afford to stand off and be out-jabbed by Harrison. Harrison got too much skill for that. Rogan needs to get in, needs to use strength, grit, determination.
Just a little less in this session from Audley Harrison. does tend to switch off, doesn't he, Glenn? He puts a good combination in, which looks really classy, and then goes to sleep.
Yeah, he's better from long range, Audley. Once he gets his jab working, brings that left hand in, then he can look impressive. But he does often just not do enough and look a little bit negative.
Seeking out the uppercut again, Harrison. Thinks that will do more damage to Rogan on the way in. Stem the flow, Martin Rogan in the third. Harrison not quite as dominant, although better jabs at the end.
Get your ground to it.
Okay. Look here. You're looking for one punch. Yeah. Okay? One punch. Or do it one punch. Get your jab away. Get your jab. Get your jab and your feint away. Once you go that center leg, the jab and feint. Just take your step around. Just step around this way.
Phil Torrance, who worked under the great Eddie Futch. Good trainer from the States. See there, Rogan's thrown more, hasn't landed quite as many. Good success ratio for Harrison. And that just sums him up, doesn't it? In bursts, in little cameos, he's really good.
Yeah, he certainly is. You know, you have to be good to win a gold medal at the Olympic Games. And, you know, we know he's got talent. Sometimes he's a little bit frustrated because he doesn't use that talent the way people would like to see. This one, for me, is still all to fight for. Pretty even Stevens.
The Irish colours of the 37-year-old Martin Rogan. Affable, popular guy. Jodie on the waistband, that's his little girl. Part-time actor, cab driver. And can he launch himself onto the domestic heavyweight scene with a big, big win here over Audley Harrison? Does he know enough? Harrison back behind the jab. He's trying to diffuse Rogan, stop him in his tracks. It's the right hand when he gets closer, and the crowd get more involved as well. Johnny Nelson was saying last night he's a sort of pantomime villain, isn't he, Audley Harrison? The one the British fans sort of want to hate, which is a bit unfair.
Yeah, it is a little bit unfair. But he was built up very, very high, wasn't he? And, you know, he said he was going to win world titles and do all sorts of things, and then didn't quite live up to that. Good right hands from Rogan inside. Harrison again looking to hold.
Hustle and bustle and determination. Body shots from Rogan. Said to me in the week that he doesn't want to fight a snail's pace like Harrison does, but like a Formula One car, and keep cranking up the heat on Harrison, break his heart. Easier said than done. He knows the risks when he comes in.
Rogan's got to get to Harrison a little bit quicker. He's moving his head side to side, but he's not moving in. He's got to move his head and then step and throw straight away. That was better. He tried it there.
He's not quite got the jab or the speed or the caginess of Harrison, but that was a good shot. He might have the power, and Harrison has to hold. Is that a breakthrough for Martin Rogan in the fourth round? Harrison didn't like that one bit.
No, it certainly looks as if he's hit properly, Harrison. He can be hurt. The legs become very heavy.
Will that drive Rogan on? Tries an uppercut. Is there a slight fragile nature to the Harrison chin? Not cold by Michael Sprott. Unhinged as well he was by Danny Williams in their first fight. And there's belief from Rogan.